Let's talk about a myth that we've all bought into at some point, that you reach a certain stage, a certain age, a certain point in life, and everything just settles down. Calm waters, clear sailing. You figure things out, and then life just rolls on and stays the same. In this video, we're going to bust that myth wide open. We're going to explore why resisting change is a big mistake, how that resistance is holding you back from living your life of meaning and fulfillment, and how when you embrace change and accept it, it can open you up to your most beautiful chapter. Life is not static. We're often given this unspoken script for life where you grow up, you please the people, do good in school, go on to further learning, get a great job, you're there for the rest of your life. Not so much nowadays, but my time growing up definitely was in the late 90s, early 2000s. That was the idea. But that myth is busted. It's not true. If you're feeling some unsettling feelings and emotions, well, that's normal. And what we were told previously isn't normal. I had definitely experienced this in my 20s. I thought that what I just described was the way to live. And I was heading down that path to checking all those boxes, so to speak. But I realized that I had this great stirring within that was telling me, I had to pay attention to my body, because the fear was that if I didn't listen to the little signs, the little whispers, even in my 20s, that I was going to do severe damage to my body because the cumulative impact would have been quite profound. And so I had to really start and undo those constructs that were quietly installed in me through different media forms and such. And once I started to unravel those ropes and those knots, I began to feel so much freer and alive. And that's why I'm here sharing the wisdom that I'm sharing today. So, back to life being static, all we have to do is look around us to the beautiful natural world and even examine our own lives and see how everything changes. Everything is in constant motion, constant cycles of life, and this too is happening within you. You're not the same person you were 5, 10, 15 years ago and more. You're an evolved version of yourself with constant renewal happening within your own body. So when you try to build a dam and resist change that's wanting to come through you in one form or another, it's like putting up a dam and blocking that energy, blocking that life force that's wanting to be expressed through you and to grow you. And so blocking that can be really damaging, because then you can imagine there's a big buildup on the other side. And that buildup is internal combustion. It's dis-ease within your own body, or it could be massive big emotions or continuous frustrations, these sorts of things, because you are blocking justly that flow of life. The only constant in life is change. So why? Why do we fight the inevitable? Why do we resist change in our own lives so much and so fiercely and so persistently? Perfect example is, how we're constantly seeking to cover up our reality, just within our own bodies. We're wanting to color our hair to cover up the growth and the changes that's taking place. We hold on so tightly to different situations that are begging for change. Where can you loosen the grip and start to see a situation in new light and embrace the change that's wanting to be expressed? Why are we resisting change? Well, it's our fear, deep down rooted fear about change. We don't know what's on the other side of that big change. And so when we let fear take hold and dominate, it holds us back from making the movements necessary to see that change come about. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. So the fear sets in to try and protect you. But we know better that that fear being so powerful is actually causing more harm internally than it is good. We fear failure. What if the change doesn't work out? What if people laugh at me? What if we can imagine a number of scenarios where failure could happen. And if we can reframe failure as learning opportunities, then we're not so fearful to go out and try. And we're confident about our own life path because it's coming from within. It could also be the fear of losing control. Making a change might mean that for some time you're a learner again, you're back at the beginning. And so to admit that you need to be a learner could be a bit daunting because you've been so used to mastering a certain area of your life. So really, our bodies tell us that the body is actually in control. And if we don't listen to the internal voice, then the body will start to manifest louder and louder. So you have to listen in to your internal body wisdom. It knows best. There's a cost to ongoing resistance, which is maybe one of the most important reasons to start to listen. Stagnation. We stop growing, we stop learning, we stop evolving, which dims our light. It takes away the liveliness that's wanting to come through us because we're blocking it. Imagine that dam. You're blocking the life to come through you. When we resist change, we close off opportunities and new experiences that could be available to us if we went out and tried. The ongoing resistance puts an enormous amount of stress on your body system. You are continuously blocking that flow, and that stress builds up. And what happens with this mounting stress is that you begin to lose trust in yourself. And so when you constantly are denying truths or changes that are wanting to take place in your life, that you begin to lose respect for your own self. So in listening to yourself, you gain respect, and that releases that weight from your shoulders, and it frees you to be you. Fatigue and frustration. So as you deny this liveliness that's wanting to be expressed, as you dim your light, you feel more fatigue. You're fighting against the natural flow of life, which can be incredibly draining, especially over time. And perhaps more significantly, resisting the call for change, ignoring that stirring within, can lead to something many of us fear when we get older: regret. Not the regret of trying and failing and having to reboot and retry, but the fear of not trying at all. The regret of staying in the same place, not having tried to change, in a place that you felt safe, but it was slowly diminishing your spirit. The regret of wondering, what if? That I wish I had of is a heavy burden to carry for the rest of your life. Ask yourself, 10 years from now, what will I regret if I don't learn it or if I don't do it now? So especially now in midlife, we have a clearer view of the past, our experiences, and our wisdom gained, and a clearer view of the finite nature of time ahead of us. We understand that now the present moment matters and the years ahead of us are not infinite, and to really make the most out of them. So this notion of regret is really poignant because it helps us make better decisions today to have a lighter and merrier tomorrow. Good news is you can start today. Recognize the signs that are coming explicitly for you from within you, and understand all the costs of continuing to resist those signs. And when you question yourself about potential regrets, then you can make better decisions today. Those are the first steps towards creating a different path forward, a path of courage and confidence and conviction that you matter, your life matters, and you want to make your dreams a reality. Let's talk about this period specifically in midlife. It brings significant changes. Kids are growing up, becoming more independent, potentially leaving home. There are career shifts or plateaus, perhaps responsibilities with aging parents or other relatives, shifts in your own health, hormones, and energy levels, diverging interests, relationships. These changes can leave you feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, depleted, disinterested, perhaps purposeless, depressed, or confused. So you might be feeling any one of those emotions, and to know that it's normal. We can reframe this. Midlife isn't a crisis, it's a catalyst for positive transformation. You have wealth of wisdom and information and knowledge and experience to get you through this. You have a clearer and stronger understanding of what you value and what truly matters. This is the perfect time to really consider making you and your gifts and your desires, your dreams a priority, and really intentionally choose activities, relationships, networks, environments that stimulate you and help you bring those to life. This is the time. How do we go from resisting change to embracing it? Let's discover how. Dr. Andrew Huberman speaks of fear as a gateway that we all just have to pass through and to self-reward along this whole process. Getting and climbing that mountain, you have to reward at each phase, and acknowledging that helps build your confidence and build your trust in yourself that you are doing the right thing and you're going in the right direction. So notice all the little wins along the way and to accept fear as a part of the process. Acknowledge and accept that change is part of life. Shift your mindset. So, seeing change as opportunity rather than a threat and something to resist. You don't have to overhaul everything all at once, but you can start to make little pivots by learning something new in the area that you're interested in, joining a networking group, a community group, researching online, all different sorts of ways that you can start to make an entry point into this other situation that you're interested in. Lean in on your network, people who are supportive in your network, and begin to brainstorm and seek support from the people who you can trust. Focus on what you can control. You can't control every step of the way, but you can certainly control your mindset and viewing things as learning opportunities and responding in a calm and appropriate manner, and reframe in a better light. Embrace discomfort. Sometimes we're stepping out into uncharted waters and it can feel scary. Again, that fear's there and you're out of your comfort zone. But to know that you're going to be okay. Growth happens outside of our comfort zone. When you're feeling a little bit uncertain, a little wobbly, that's a good sign that you are in new waters, so to speak, and that you are moving forwards. What happens when you stop resisting and you start embracing change in midlife, and life opens up for you? You unlock incredible potential. You pursue your dreams and you discover new passions along the way. You strengthen your relationships and build new connections. You find renewed sense of purpose and meaning in your life. You build incredible sense of resilience and adaptability that serves you years to come. Seeing midlife as a period of reinvention is incredibly powerful. It's a time to shed the layers of what no longer serves and step into a more authentic and vibrant version of yourself. Your most interesting chapters are yet to come. If you've been feeling like life is too static and you are feeling this internal turbulence, then I hope that this video has showed you how embracing change and transformation is a really positive thing. Change is a powerful invitation for you to live more fully. So no more letting fear hold you back. Embrace those inspirations, embrace those little nudges, and realize that they're special guidance just for you to grow you in the way that's most meaningful for you. So again, a great mistake is thinking that you need to stay the same. Break that myth and live lighter and merrier. Leaving a like, a comment, or subscribing helps small channels like mine promote our messages. Thank you.